Hello everybody and welcome back. It is so good to have you guys back with us. That weather that I've been talking about in the background of the videos has arrived. Right now it's a light rain. However, as you can see, everything is saturated. It rained a little bit yesterday, and then today it's gonna rain all day. And then tonight it's gonna rain all night. And then tomorrow it's gonna rain all day. And then tomorrow night it's gonna rain all night. Into Thursday. And then they're calling for snow. So, that being said, we're gonna keep the horses in for the day today. Similar to the video a couple ones ago where I was with my father-in-law, because they're calling for an inch of rain between the day. And we thought with all the rain happening, we can't keep them in 24/7. They're gonna go crazy. But we can do our best, especially with a blanket change and the fact that the rainstorm is kind of just getting started. Doing that thing where it's like misting, damp, windy, not nice outside, but if you're outside, you're not getting saturated either. So thankfully, we've got Gavin helping us today. So we're gonna get started getting the horses in. Now today is manure day. So we've got to clean up the stalls and get all the muck buckets out of the stalls, which I'm thinking we might do that this afternoon because the horses are all gonna be in their stalls through the day. So no reason to pull all the muck buckets out when we have to clean the stalls this afternoon. Thankfully, because of Saturday, I have hope. The horses don't seem to really mess their stalls up too much when they're just being kept in through the day. Not to mention the hay feeders are probably pretty empty out there. I'm probably gonna need to put some hay in our covered feeders, which is our middle field and our big field respectively. So hopefully I'll be able to get some round bales before it really starts getting wet. Hey Gavin, I had an idea. You tell me what you think of this idea. The rain's supposed to get worse as the day goes on. This is the lightest it's gonna be all day. I'm thinking right now I should go and get those round bales before it really starts getting wet. And then while I'm getting round bales, you can work on hay and I'll get the water started. So you can kind of, as you're doing hay, just, you know, it's so slow. You can swap it from bucket to bucket.
Okay, how about you go get the hay.
Okay.
I do the hay.
Okay.
And then instead of back and forth, I finish the hay and then I start the water.
I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's double the hay. Guess I should start this then, huh?
Yeah, you should probably start the tractor, Joel.
Probably should, huh? Warm it up. It's a little cold.
You should probably start the tractor.
So while we're waiting for this to warm up, are you enjoying our wet spring weather? Yeah, me neither. I have good news though, guys. In the extended forecast, not the short forecast, the extended forecast, they're calling for 60s and sun. That's supposed to be next week. Hopefully. We'll see. Don't worry, boys. We're gonna just get right on over there, get those bales. We're gonna get hay in the stalls. We gotta get water in the stalls and grain in the stalls, and then we'll get you in the stalls. Logistics. It's all logistics. In case you're curious on weather, temperature-wise anyway, it's in the 40s pretty much the entire time that's raining. It's 40s, high 30s, and then Thursday they're actually calling for mid-30s, which is why they're saying possible snow. Many people are out and about, other than everyone that needs to be. I get it. I get it. Okay, that's one for horses. I'm looking for 4. 2 for horses. 2 more to go. 3 for horses. Oh my goodness, 4 for 4. Oh, that's awesome. That's very awesome. Wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. Well, after we get these 4 brought back, there's only 3 left up here. Went through a lot of hay in March. Only 1 more month though. All we have left is April, May. We should be making hay. And that's awesome. All right, kicking her into high gear. Here we go. Let's hit the road, Jack. Just in case you're curious, Each of these round bales weigh between 400 and 600 pounds, depending on the hay. I'm noticing that a lot of these bales that I've been picking up lately have been right in the middle, so about 500 pounds. So we've got about 1,000 pounds between what's on the back and what's on the front, just floating in the air. That's a full circuit. Just got to do that one more time and we're set. Horses aren't used to seeing me doing this while they're still in the pasture. All right, guys, the rain is starting to pick up a little bit more and the wind is picking up. My hands are a little cold, but we've got our 4 round bales here at the stable. Let's go see how things are going with Gavin. When I was leaving for our second trip back, I saw him getting started on water buckets, so let's see. Oh yeah, wow, yeah, things are really moving along here. I'm so glad we did this hose, because bucketing 24 horses by hand would just be an absolute killer on the shoulders. Sweet.
Exciting.
It is. All right, I guess I'll get started on grain.
What?
I guess I'll get started on grain.
What?
I guess I'll get started on grain.
Okay.
Sounds good. It's certainly looking like we made the right choice getting those round bales. You guys can hear the water's really picking up out there. Gavin only has a few horses left for water. We have grain and hay in all the stalls though. So what he has accomplished means we can get the middle field in. So we're gonna get the middle field out of the rain for the day. I forgot to water Honey's grain. Try this again, huh? Okay, got a good group of horses that are ready to come on in, and the rest are hiding down inside the feeder. There we go. Good morning, Champ. Good morning, Rebel. Good morning, George. Good morning, Honey. We've got horses running in here. Ooh, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. Sorry, Diego, I can't let you in yet. Simmer down, simmer down. Ooh, ooh, whoa, stand. Go ahead, Jack. They're definitely ready to get out of the weather. Hey, Diego. Okay. Looks like the mares are good. Diego had to check. All right, come on in. You're okay. Attaboy. There we go. That's all the mares. Okay, now we've got all the geldings in. Very good. That's one herd. Can't let the next herd in until all the buckets are finished getting filled up. And it looks like we've only got like 5 or 6 to go. And then we can get the next herd in. That's what, 8 horses? Let's check our schedule here. Nights, middle paddock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 horses out of the rain. That's what we like to see. And we can now let in the horses from the big field. Morning, Spitfire. Morning, Skywalker. Hey, Danny. Hey, Suede. Hey, Poncho. Hey, Casino. Where's everyone else at? Oh, they're all down there. Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Let's go! Time to eat! Here they come. That's beautiful. You can tell it's spring. Everything's greening up. The birds are chirping. Yeah, come on, boys. Come on. I'm gonna go close some doors. That way we don't have horses exiting their stalls as these horses are coming into their stalls. Morning, Obi. Morning, Gavin. Looks like next up is Sriracha. Howdy ho, Sriracha. There he goes. Last group. Yeah, come on, boys. Come on in. It's like Declan's leading the charge. Yeah, come on. Come on. Hey, Declan. Hey, Tucker. Hey, Poe. Hey, Archer. Hey, Argento. Hey, Weather. How we doing, Samson? All right, that's everybody. And close this. It's like Argento's trying to be a troublemaker, but it's not working out well for him. That's right, RJ. I got Gavin helping me today. Didn't think about that, did you, buddy? Sweet. We've got a full stable, mostly. We still have one stall that we gotta fill. More on that later, of course. There we go. Sweet. All of the horses have sheets except for Diego. And we're gonna take those sheets off, hang them up in a way that they're able to dry, and then we're going to take their mediums and put their mediums on. So that'll be good. That means that throughout the day, they'll be in a nice dry stable. They'll have a nice dry blanket on their back. That'll keep them nice and warm. And since Gavin and I are here together, that means that the blankets will go a little faster and we can kind of tag team things. So I'm gonna put out some round bales in the pasture. We're gonna put them in the enclosed feeders to make sure that the bales don't get soaked while they're not being eaten. And then pretty much gonna be it for the morning. All it is letting out the guys for this afternoon. Well, guys, we have all the horses inside. All of the blankets have changed. I didn't film putting hay out because it is pouring outside, as you can hear. And it's actually getting windy. So I wanted to get the bales put in under the feeders as fast as possible. I'm happy we kept the horses in for the day. That's for sure. And I actually wanted to give you guys some cool info on the horses while they're inside here. You see, wild horses actually have a nice, good, thick coat that'll protect them, keeps them warm in weather like this. A wild horse would actually be able to tolerate and handle this weather very well, without any problems. Domesticated horses, it depends on where they're from and where they have lived most of their lives, as well as how their owners took care of them. If their owners just kind of set them out in a pasture and never really touched them, naturally they would develop a thicker coat so long as they're getting the vitamins and minerals they need, which would keep them dry and would keep them warm. That being said, horses can develop a disease that happens in the hair follicle, which usually occurs when there's a lot of dirt, and that dirt then gets swamped with water, and then the water can't escape off of their back. That infection is called rain rot, and the hair follicle will actually start to pool out of the back, and scabs will form all over their body. It's not really a painful thing, but it does mean that they start losing hair, and it's something that you don't want your horse to be experiencing. That is why we blanket the horses. The blankets keep the water from most of the body of the horse, meaning that they're never fully soaked or saturated, preventing most of the horses from getting rain rot. And a lot of these horses actually came from down south or out west, where temperatures are a lot warmer, meaning that for these guys, it's a little hard for them to stay warm when we hit our colder temperatures, which is why we blanket them in the first place. So that's why we blanket them, and that's why we're keeping them in for today. With our 4-day rain event taking place, we can't keep them in all 4 days. They're horses, they need to be outside. But we can do our best to minimize any health issues that would occur. Not to mention, if they get cold, then they could potentially get sick, and we don't want that happening anyway either. So this is kind of a way to just make the horses healthy and prolong them being dry as we're going through this crazy week of precipitation. With that, the horses can just enjoy a nice day inside, and Gavin and I are gonna go get some lunch. It's days like today where it's nice when you look out in those soaked pastures and you don't see any horses. They're all right underneath that roof right there. This whole section to your right in front of us here, going straight out, is the entire horse stable. So when you look out here, this is the horse stable. And that's, of course, the Veggie Boys shop. It's this whole section here. We're in the back bagging room here, and for lunch, we're having cold chicken with bacon. So it's like a BLT with chicken. It's looking pretty good. Everybody's getting their food right now, so that's why I don't see anybody else back here. Nice hot sandwich for a cold, rainy day. That'll do us well. Lunch was pretty good. Gavin and I are now in the truck. We're I'm gonna be doing some errands this afternoon and possibly even taking a load of scrap up to the scrapyard in the pouring rain. How exciting is that, Gavin?
I got a barn.
And it looks like I got a little chicken.
I got a cow.
These are pretty devoid of flavor.
Yeah. Look, guys, we got a Case tractor, and we got a John Deere tractor, and whatever a White tractor would be.
There was a company called White that made tractors. So guys, some stuff's changed. So you're never gonna believe this, but my truck doesn't have a 2-inch hitch receiver on the back of it. I didn't know that. I just thought it was there. So we're in my mom's truck, and because it's my mom's truck, all of the straps are not in this anymore. So we just thought they were, but they're not anymore. So now we're gonna go back and we're gonna get some straps. Sound good, Gavin?
It sounds great. It sounds like a nice and easy job that can be done in a couple minutes.
That's exactly what it is. So we're gonna fast forward to us out in the rain, strapping that wagon down.
This clip is, they can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, but they can hear you.
That clip's staying in the video. And this clip of me explaining it.
Wow, it's really raining out here, Gavin.
Could you imagine?
What could I imagine, Gavin? It just says, could you imagine? What am I imagining?
No, just could you?
What am I imagining?
This can't go up anymore.
It can't?
No.
Is it good now?
Should be.
Can you hold this up here? Isn't it nice out here, guys? Isn't it just beautiful? You should be able to go. Boom! That ain't going anywhere. Gotta do it too. But I'll be out of clip.
Oh, that ain't going anywhere.
All right, let's make sure it's all solid here. How's that?
Feels different.
Built different. Boom. She's strapped in.
This thing's heavy.
I got an idea. We'll use the thing called leverage. I could be wrong here, Gavin, but I think this is a bit heavy. I throw that on the back. All right, guys. As you can see, this is all good. If I'm able to get some clips at the scrapyard, I'll try. But other than that, we'll see you at the scrapyard. Well, guys, if you've never seen a scrapyard, this is a scrapyard. They don't like filming too many things, so I'm not gonna film us actively unloading. But there you go. This is it. Pretty exciting stuff. We drive in, they weigh our truck and trailer. They take us to the specific pile of metal. We unload the pile of metal by hand, which is why they usually bring dump trucks here. After we're unloaded, we then get weighed. The difference we get paid for, and the metal is then melted down or then ground up and recycled and repurposed into something else that's made out of metal. Cool stuff. All right, well, we're back at the horse stable. Scrap unloaded. Everything went pretty smooth other than it was just really windy and cold up on top of the mountain. So let's see how the horses are doing after they've been in the stable all day. Other than dry. Stalls look all in actually pretty good shape. Yeah, everything looks good. Most of the rain has gone through. Now this storm we're currently experiencing started yesterday. Yeah, so this storm is going to end, and then there's another storm that's coming in right behind this one. It's going to be another all-day rain event tomorrow, so the horses might be kept in tomorrow during the day again as they were today. We'll see how things go, kind of give them the night out, day in kind of thing. We'll feather it as we need be, but I'm gonna get the grain measured out for these guys so that way they can all make their way on out into the pastures, kind of get their energy out for the night. Sound good, honey? Yeah, sounds good. Looks like the girls are a little confused because they didn't spend the day out in the big field, am I right? Hey, honey. Come here, precious. Follow me. Yeah, here you go, girly. Enjoy the day. As you guys saw, we got all of the horses turned out, all of the stalls cleaned up. The rain's supposed to start again in about 4 or 5 hours, and then it's gonna rain for another 24 hours straight.
I want a fluffernutter sandwich so bad right now.
Sometimes I get cravings like that too, specifically fluffernutters. I don't know. If you don't know what a fluffernutter is, it's like bread, marshmallow cream, peanut butter, and bread. Not healthy at all, but it's amazing.
It's so good.
It's very good, especially when you got a nice, good, thick layer of fluff. Good stuff. Oh man, looks like the horses are chowing down on those fresh bales we put out for them, which is good. Donkeys, good. It is gonna be on that awesome note that we'd love to say thank you to each and every one of you for not only clicking on the video, but watching it. We genuinely appreciate you guys. You are definitely what makes this channel so awesome. If you haven't,
be sure to like the video and consider subscribing.
And if you really are enjoying the videos, you can always join the Sunny Knoll family. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.